Us about a French Chuck site that you should check out. We went to see it, and there's quite a lot of great information on there. If you can speak French or understand French, go to chuck.hypnoweb.net. We've got a link in our podcast. That's chuck.hypnoweb.net. Lots of great information in French about Chuck. And lastly, Sydney wrote in to us before, and Sydney and Victoria wanted to know what are our favorite awkward moments in Chuck. For instance, they love the part when Chuck and Sarah are talking about the mission, when they have to pretend to sleep together and they keep making sex references and they're very uncomfortable. I know that there's lots of those moments, but I want to put out a challenge for this one. What are your favorite awkward moments? We all have them all, and even favorite moments in general. But let us know which are the ones that you love the most. Hopefully that'll give us some great content for our next podcast. And as they're signing off, they say they have to compete with the infamous Dora the Explorer. We've got a little rivalry going on. And so Sydney and Victoria say that Liz and Mel, you're both very pretty.
Aww.
Thank you, Sydney and Victoria.
Yeah, so you guys have a real fan base building.
We do.
I'm telling you, those bumper stickers are starting to look better and better.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, though? This means we can never leave the house without our hair done and our makeup on.
I know.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a whole new look, sunglasses and all.
Yeah, big hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
So next up is spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, you can turn the podcast off now. Thanks for listening. And we're moving into our spoilers section.
We don't have a lot of spoilers this time because obviously they are just now getting back to work on writing for season 2. But at Paleyfest, a few things did leak. For example, Yvonne was asked about her Wienerlicious costume and whether we'd be seeing it next season. And she said she didn't think so. She said there were a lot of other crazy fast food related costumes that she could be wearing, and she thought those might be coming into play. So that could be interesting. Also, Adam Baldwin was asked what he would like to see happen, and he had a really interesting idea. He said he'd like to meet Casey's mom.
I'd like to meet Casey's mom.
Yeah, I've always thought, and we've talked about this, that we need more of Casey's backstory.
And meeting the woman who birthed him, that would be something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a family business.
Ooh, yeah. Could be. Mrs. Casey the Assassin? I don't know.
There was an interesting IGN interview that you have linked on your site.
They interviewed several of the actors at Paleyfest and got some good quotes from them about things that they either think will be happening in season 2 or would like to have happen in season 2. So be sure to check that out.
Yeah. And because our next podcast will probably be not until the first week of May, please do check out chucktv.net. Follow the links and get lots of great Chuck news on the site, and yvonnestrahovski.net. And we hope to hear from you in the meantime with lots of listener emails and photos and anything else related to Chuck. Thanks for listening.
I just wanted to send a shout out to Vern and the boys who are serving our country over in Afghanistan.
Well, I was going to say hi, Mom, but she doesn't listen. Sad to say. So, you know what? I'm going to ask our listeners to help me out here. We did the Liz is Pretty thing. Now, Liz needs a sign off. So if you guys could all write in, email a nice sign off for me instead of hi, Mom, or, Liz is pretty.
10-4.
Although you could still say Liz is pretty and Mel is pretty and Gray is pretty because we are.
That's right. We are one good-looking cast, I tell you what.
Yeah, who have actually never met each other. That'll be cool if we can actually meet each other sometime.
Well, that's true. We're modest, too.
Anyway, signing off. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks for listening.